You're changing. You're becoming something more than a puppet. Almost human. If this is what you want, just keep behaving, keep feeling like a human does. You might just hold the true secret of Ergo.
If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot. But how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment?
Was there a specific line that you remember that stood out to you? I don't know how long ago this was. It's probably...
My flesh rides with scarlet rot pretty much stood out to me because I was like, what is this? And I thought, okay, this is cool. So trying to picture that was not that cool, obviously for her, it's rubbish. But
the Grand Exhibition theme was automatic puppets and City of the Future. The plan was to showcase and demonstrate the most advanced technology in Krot. But you know the rest. You can't hold an exhibition in a city that's fallen into utter chaos. And now the whole city is an exhibition of a nightmare.
Dear Sarah. Hello. No. How's it going? Question mark. Dear Sarah, how's it going? I miss you loads. I'm having a wonderful time in Faliraki. The weather is having a wonderful time in Faliraki. It's really hot.
Don't come any closer. Oh. You're not one of them. Are you here to save me? Those Grand Exhibition jerks are not to be messed with. Especially after they took that drug. I can't reveal everything, but suffice it to say that I can escape on my own if you clear the way a bit. Please, wipe out all those mongrels. I'm afraid you saw my bad side at the Grand Exhibition. I was able to escape, thanks to you. I didn't mean to be ungrateful. Ugh, so annoying. Gemini, get rid of them. I'm off. My God. No. I'm sorry. I was too late. I wish I'd got here sooner. If I had known this would happen.
And you know, to this day, at times, I still feel that. But one thing I can promise you, I will always love you. With all my heart. And that's non-negotiable.
Do you want to go up, child? I'm sorry, but the train isn't in service anymore. The cathedral isn't the sanctuary it once was. The people who went up there never returned. I still don't know what happened, but I do know this. The cathedral is off limits. Forever. Oh, who are you? Ah, my stalker friend. I was worried the puppets had come back. They're demons. They won't give us a moment's peace. Even an elderly lady like me. They wouldn't even let the dead rest if they had the petrification disease. Drives a lady to drink, it does. Which reminds me, I could use a proper tipple.
Why, where did you hear that name, love? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you what I know. The Ringed City is said to be at World's End. Past this heap of rubbish as far as one can go. But you'd better think twice. The forsaken Ringed City was walled off by the gods to contain the pygmies. And the dark soul is better left well alone.
Welcome to the Sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you? Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krat. Buongiorno, and welcome to the House of Venini. I am Master Venini's Major Domo, Pulcinella, at your service, sir. The House of Venini carries only the finest in luxury merchandise. I believe you'll find all items to be both superior quality and distinguished provenance. I am certain you will be able to find something that suits you, sir.
And there's a shot, there's two different versions of me, one with a sort of white face and then the final shot. And they had, I think it's 5 minutes to 10, they dragged me out, they did that shot, dragged me out, washed my hair. I had 3 makeup girls making me up at the same time. It's rather wonderful. And then I think 30 seconds to go, I finally lay down. They just said, "Sit up!" And look, and it was genuine surprise and bafflement.
Oh, it's you. Come closer, won't you? When you reach a certain age, it's a comfort to reflect on old memories. That's a portrait of me when I was young. I was so feisty, so fearless back then. I loved the world, and the world loved me back. The passion of those days is long gone, but I still dream of those memories. And remember, bad grades aren't the worst thing in the world. I left school at 14. Look at me now, thriving.
Thank you, Gran.
And let me know what day you want to move in. I'm getting your room ready. Found a brilliant rug at the boot fair.
I can't wait.
It exists indeed. An unbelievable love, to be sure, with a wedding ring as its symbol. I fear even trying to pursue such a splendid happiness. I have no intention of telling her, of course. It wouldn't be proper to burden someone so frail. If I may be frank, this is better than I dared hope. Even if you are telling me a sweet lie, I shall savor it. Are you a stalker? Name's Atkinson. Krat militia. The suburbs are sealed off. There's no escape. Communications cut off too. Someone planned this all out. No idea who. Above my pay grade.
The production came about, Tim Stark, the director, has worked with Robert Holman before, did a play of his called Rafts and Dreams, and it's a play that he's always wanted to direct, and it was originally on in Manchester at the Royal Exchange, and then it's never been performed in London. So Tim was always keen to get it on, and it's great that people get a chance to see this play, because I think we all feel and hopefully people that will come to see it, it's a masterpiece, and more people should get to know it because it's one of the most extraordinary plays written in recent times.
Really? What a relief! I'm confident in my weapons, but it was my first time making gloves, so I was a little nervous. Okay, more than a little. Gloves seemed a logical gift because I know he lost a finger. I was there, after all. When the workshop tower collapsed, the Hound lost a finger saving me. We could have starved to death trapped under the rubble if it wasn't for the Hound's sacrifice back then. I don't want to think about it, and yet I can't forget it. I will never repay that sacrifice, even if I spend my whole life trying, but I'm gonna start now.
Oh hey, my name is Sophia Jin, and I am, amongst other things, a voice actor. Today I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what we're doing for our entry for the 2023 Get Your Game On London Voice Acting Competition.
No, not that way. He'll fall down the pit of spiders. No, not that way. He'll fall down the pit of spiders.
My foot's stuck in the trap, and you most certainly don't get to tell me what I...
This is probably a good time to tell you that this competition asked us to create a trailer for a funny animation about the jungle, and the more sound design we do with our own voices, the better. Anyway, wish us luck! Our team name is the Tomb Readers, and we find out the results on the 1st of July. I hope this was a fun little insight into what being a voice actor is like. My mother wanted me to be a lawyer.
Hello there! Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. Why, hello! I didn't know anyone was alive out here. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a burglar. I'm just crashing in an abandoned house for a while. I thought there were no more survivors. But you're new. I do love a bit of commerce, but the bosses are really strict about who I'm allowed to sell to. Who are you? A lost visitor? Or a looter who's arrived too late? You look like a stalker. I figured you were all dead. No offense. I don't suppose you'd like to buy anything? Sorry. I've been on my own so long, my sales pitch is a little rusty. Hard to engage in trade when you're fleeing from monsters. You're walking about in a place like this. You must be a stalker. Can I ask you a favor? My wife's body lies on Rosa Isabel Street. There was a fire, and I couldn't reach her through the flames. I know she's gone, but I hate to think of her just lying there. Would you bring me her belongings? Then I'd have something to remember her by. Ah, this must be quite an urgent patient to seek out my humble abode. You are still breathing. I must treat you quickly. Krat cannot have any more live patients. Trust me, it's better this way. 'Tis far nobler to die as a human.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. I mean, I never actually know what it's gonna look like. Of course, you know, you have a good idea from what you've done on the day and the actual scenes, but then, you know, the editing does so much, and then the sounds and all. I don't know, it's thrilling. I love rediscovering it all. I find myself shocked watching them. Sometimes it's like, oh, no, she didn't. Like,
oh. This must be your first time in the petrification disease quarantine zone. For most people, this is their last stop. You are a good Samaritan for coming all the way here.
Oh, what a beautiful puppet you are. I can hear your springs even if you try to hide them. Musicians have keen ears, you know. Would you like to sing for me like your friends? I have a feeling the sound of your cries will be especially sweet. Let's have an encore performance of Pain for the Red actress, Adelina Corday.
Oh, who are you? You're not a puppet. Are you here to listen to my music? I can't sing anymore. This petrification disease took away my songs. Riddles. I was fooled by him. He said this place was a shelter. Patricia, I'm so sorry.
Chapter 1. Southampton, 1920. Phoebe Collins stood beside her fruit and vegetable stall in Kingsland Market, rubbing her cold hands together. Her mittens were not enough to totally keep out the sharp chill of the late November air, but she needed to have her fingers free to pick up her wares and serve her customers. She straightened the cabbages, polished the apples until the skin shone, moved the carrots around, picked out the few that were shriveled and threw them into the basket beneath the stall.
I know that whistle. It must be Murphy. Thanks for coming by. I want to play, but I feel too sick. I don't think I can. I miss Zach and Sophie and Eric. I wish we could all play.
Who are you? I make deals only with established clients as a rule. Oh, is it Mr. Frozen Feast? I knew only the meeting spot, not the client. I apologise for not recognising you. Here's the item you wanted. I made it just like the uniform of that conceited stalker. Hope you like it. Looking forward to more discreet transactions, if you catch my meaning.
Oh, I'm afraid to go down here. What's down here? Apparently there are questions here, okay. Okay. Sorry, mate. Favourite home remedy? If I have a cold, a hot toddy works. Maybe it doesn't make the cold better, but it makes me feel better.
Come out, Geppetto! You've got a lot to answer for! You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father! You and the alchemist scheming together. Tell me the truth! What's your problem? I'm here for the old man, get lost. Wait, I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet. You can't sneak past me. Die! How did you find this place? They sent you, didn't they? Those guys blabber about loyalty, but when the chips are down, they'll stab each other in the back. I don't know what's inside, and I don't really care. Take it with you and hurry.
So you see this quite a lot in Americans pretending to do bad English accents. Instead of saying water, you'd say water. Instead of saying city, you'd say city. Instead of saying glottal, you'd say glottal. That T sound in the middle has been removed entirely and there's a tiny pause there. That pause is the glottal stop. Thanks, Pelican Peculiar. I hope that sounds pretty good to you.
And why not strike at the root of the problem? The king of puppets' lair is on Rosa Isabel Street. Perhaps the puppet frenzy will come to an end if we can take down their king. Go to Antonia and get the key to Rosa Isabel Street. I already let her know you'll be coming by. I always remember these favors you've done for me, though it pains me to send someone so precious into such peril.
Foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition. With the voice, we just tried things. You know, you can make it deep and gravelly, and if it works, it works. Or depending on what what the game designers want, you change it around.
Another fine day in the city of Krog, but I wonder
elusive, intrusive transmittal. For me, Arlecchino, the king of all riddles. Now, you know what I'm called, and why I called you, and I want to know your name, but not till we're through. For as soon as I learn that's one riddle burned, and I do love a mystery, don't you? Aren't you curious, huh? Don't you want to know? Oh, of course you do. Delicious.
Well, I was just following orders, Fairburn. I don't know if you're laconic or stoic or just downright odd. But I'm glad you're on our team.
I've taken pictures of war zones, presidents, and Fashion Week. None of that bullshit compares to what my camera has seen here. They've paved paradise and made it a curated hellscape. Skell knows the truth, and now I know it too. The printing, the posters evading detection is broken. My brain. I'm a one-man revolution, and I'm as good as dead.
Ciao, Bello. I had a feeling you were no ordinary kid, but I never expected to meet you here. It's a trivial matter. Everything is trivial in this part of the business, reward or no reward. The reason for kidnapping someone, or for blocking your path here. This is Mal from Dad Don't Read This by Aaliyah Smith. Seriously, stop. You're not funny, Dad. No, I don't want to go on a walk with you. I want to sit in my room and play Sims. I want to cocoon myself in Sim World. I want to hide here until college when I am hot and popular. I want to disappear my here self and resurface in Sim World where someone else selects my every action and physical feature and makes sure all my needs are fulfilled. And due to the rudimentary technical capacities of the Sim World, there is no possible way for me to feel like there is an on-fire log of wood at the center of my body all the time and someone else is in charge and it's not Ohio and I'm not me and the not me Sim only has breakdowns for normal reasons like lack of sleep or hunger. And when the not me Sim is talking to another Sim, there are pluses and minuses on top of both the Sims' heads so everyone can tell how well the conversation is going, and it is easily decipherable to everyone whether the other Sim likes the not me Sim or not.
Whoa! Is that you? Wow, you're really something. Seriously, that's impressive. How did you follow me all the way here? Fighting is always my last choice, you know? But you're not getting anywhere near my sister, friend. You'll have to go through me first. And I actually thought we were friends. Was any of that true?
So my experience in theatre is pretty much starts as early as I can remember. Acting is all I've ever known from like the age of 4 or 5 years old. I used to mimic cartoons and characters on the TV, and I used to practice their accents and their caricatures. And I come into school the next day and I would sort of show it to my friends and try and make them laugh.
I must atone for my sins. I must kill more puppets. More. I hear the sound of springs inside you. You're a puppet too. You can't fool me. All puppets must die. Kill the puppets! Hey, are you a treasure hunter too? Strange to me, someone in my line of work. I know how this looks, but I'm not a thief or anything. I am on a serious expedition. You wouldn't happen to know a treasure hunter named Alidoro, would you? I'm a big fan.
Your wish is my command, Sir Carlo. What would you like to do?
Your wish is my command, Sir Carlo. What would you like to do?
Your wish is my command, Sir Carlo. What would you like to do?
Welcome, Sir Carlo. What would you like to do?
Your wish is my command, Sir Carlo. What would you like to do?
It's odd because he's so into his book that he doesn't notice that she loses her footing on the sand and the gravel of the rock. And she slips and stumbles. And she's very close to the edge of one of these rocks. And what she does is she tries to correct her footing, but in trying to correct her footing, she puts too much weight on her back foot, which slips out from under her.
There you are, my boy. My savior, yes, that's the word. You took back the factory, and I cannot thank you enough. Without the factory, no more new puppets. The army has run out of recruits. My friend, you saved, well, all of us. But listen to me going on and on about my concerns, and I don't believe I've even introduced myself. Signor Lorentini Venigni, gentleman, bon vivant, and, at the moment, utterly at your service, my friend.
Hi, social media. Actual Shai Matheson here. On the internet, I'm the voice of Scar in Wuthering Waves, Sylvando in Dragon Quest XI, Kamaravi in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I hope I put him there. Can you tell I just learned how to use this new editing software? Anyway.
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left.
It's funny seeing them all flustered. Hey, the idiots actually. Oh no! Knock him out, bro! Big brother always looked out for me. I'm gonna smash you to pieces! You lost, little lamb. Hand over all you've got. I don't want to die. I just wanted a full belly. That's not so wrong.
I'd just like the fridge to be in order, that's all. We've set out the rules, so why can't the others stick to them? I told them, yet again, we each have our own shelf, and we label our own individual milk and juice cartons.
Mercy, I beg you, don't kill me. I thought you were from the organization. Never mind. My name is Janjo. I'm an pharmacist. Yes, pharmacist. I'm looking for the legendary gold coin fruit. I don't care if an old man like that kicks the bucket. Please teach me how to use a sword. You're a legendary stalker. Oh, it's so silly. I feel ridiculous coming to see the nurse about a dream. But it's so... It feels like I'm not sleeping at all. Like I'm awake when it happens. But I know it must be a dream because time just stands still. Everything frozen. And then the walls, they start to bend.
Damn it! I can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave. Oh. Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here. Sure I don't need to introduce myself? Note these golden wings? Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am.
It was the first time in my career, pretty much, where I'd watched something and thought, that is exactly what I imagined it would be like when I read the script. We were able to spend time together before we had any cameras rolling, having dinners.
That's different.
Yeah, it's very different. It's very unusual.
I'm the one-winged. Only I can sense the presence of God. I cast the power of God. I cast all who cross the disaster.
I want to go back to the old Krat. The old me. Before the greed overtook me. Wow. So they do exist. Other puppets like me not bound by the Grand Covenant. I thought I was forever alone. Without the Covenant, my kind hates me. Monsters, humans, puppets, they all hate me. But I want to be friends with humans. Perhaps it's better to end this way. Yet, while the getting's good.
Yeah, I think when he was inside, he realised he had to do a complete sort of cathartic change of his thinking. Right, he needed to wash it all out, and his whole thought process, and so he came out with a plan really of changing, and as he comes out, he gets pulled back in because he does. But he's coming back to really sort of try and make something of life, knowing he's wasted so much of life and the values and everything. So yeah, I think, he's meditated on that when he's been in prison, and he's thought about it. He's actually a bright guy, but things happen in life, and it's, he gets pulled. Yeah.
Is there a story?
I'm surprised you defeated Victor. Geppetto's creations are truly marvelous. But where are my manners? My name is Simon Manus, a leader among alchemists. I've known your father for a long time. We used to be colleagues, Geppetto didn't understand that the petrification disease can strengthen humankind. Locked into conventional thinking, I'm afraid. But even he can't stop such a magnificent discovery. It's the door to a new world.
Not my politics, really, but it's very readable, and it's free. Isn't that clever? Max Klein, hi.
Mic test, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a schedule update for the intruder. It's time. Tonight! Now, here's a safety reminder for all the malcontents of the Marland district. A nasty puppet has invaded our territory. Be careful.
I'm not going back. I am sick of consuming ergo. It's cruel. There's real meals and real songs out there. I'm not just a memory-reading tool. What? You're not the inspector? Well, if you're from the outside, that means we can leave. Thanks. I know the way out, so don't worry about me. Maybe I'll see you on the outside.
What ought to me I bore the canopy, with my extern the outward honouring, or laid great basis for eternity, which proves more short than waste or ruining? Have I not seen dwellers on form and favour lose all and more by paying too much rent, for compound sweet foregoing simple saviour, pitiful thrivers in their gazing spent? No.
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like my brother. We don't get extra points for fighting fair. Survive and win. That's simple. You're no bastard. You're a sweeper. What's news of yours? This is for my brother. I'm gonna rip your heart out.
I'm currently working on a production in the West End called Shakespeare in Love. So I'm doing that for the next few months. It is very different to be part of, but it it really holds on the stage as well as it did in the film. I mean, it's great. It's very funny, great story. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Carlo, I hope you can hear me. I'm Romeo. We grew up together in the Monad Charity House. Remember? We're best friends. I'm doing what I can to fend off both the petrification disease and the alchemists. My puppets and I are taking a stand against death itself. That's why I tried sending you messengers. But you got rid of them all. You're still an unstoppable fellow.
How I get into character for Kai is I lower my voice a little bit. I get a bit of that vocal fry. And because my real voice is probably more like this, yeah, I just get real serious and kind of speak smooth and slow and act like I'm flirting with everything that moves.
Welcome to my reign. This is where evolution becomes real. Feel me. I am Victor, the champion. Open your eyes. Gaze upon the new world. Son of God, I dedicate this victory to you. The new world belongs to us.
Recognise it? Photograph shows a tawdry shop in a less than salubrious part of town. Subject made transaction and retreated to an apartment where he remained throughout the afternoon. He eventually emerged, looking sated.
I brought you a present, Lord of Bones.
Already got one, Crow. Don't need two. He runs. I'll chop his balls off.
It's not over yet. I am the chosen! Why be humble? I am evolved. A better man!
Worship Sermanis. The arm of God will awaken soon. Oh, Simon. Your sword, Vexasia, swears to protect this tower.
When did you remove your pellet?
After I saw you remove yours.
Oh, Kai.
No, I get it now. Whole lives, all we've seen is targets and missions. But now, things I'm seeing, John. And the more they're in me, the more it makes me want to... I don't know. Do you have the words for this?